became a publisher, I was actually a guidance counselor. So this is a complete career change for me.
All right. Before I became a publisher, I was a partner in an e-commerce company called Regal Drapes. My key responsibility there was sales and marketing. After I sold the company, I was actually looking for the next opportunity, and that's how we ended up here.
Yeah, we're around so much more now that we run our magazines than before. So I was a guidance counselor, which you typically think of as a great mom job. I think that was part of the reason I was attracted to it. Oh, summer's off and you're out at 3 o'clock. But I also had to leave the house by 7 o'clock in the morning. And if my kid had a school event or a parent-teacher conference or a Mother's Day tea, it was always stressful because I wanted to be there for those things. So it was taking a half day from work or trying to sneak out a little early, which isn't really something you can do in the school system, right? So this has been so different to be able to have a flexible schedule where I work from home. But I also never ever have to miss anything ever. I pick my kids up from school every single day. And so that means, yeah, I might work a little later into the night, but it's completely on my own terms. And I get to bounce a lot more with Jake. He's kind of Mr. Mom in a lot of ways now, which he never was before. He cooks dinner, he's packing lunches. So we have a much more, I feel like, equitable relationship even within our household than in the years previous when he worked a ton, and frankly, a lot more of that fell on me.
For me, it's been really refreshing. My previous business, I worked 80, 90-hour weeks, and I'd watch my kids grow up in pictures. Kiss my daughter goodbye in the morning, drop her off, and then see her the next morning. With this, it's like the business is kind of like woven into our lives. We do work a lot, but I don't consider it work because truthfully, we both love what we do. So, it's kind of like it's a labor of love, but when it comes to the kids and spending time with the family, we don't miss school plays. We don't miss those kind of activities, those, things that only happen once, I no longer miss out on, which has been really nice. And, being able to spend a lot more time with my kids, seeing them grow up, it's been awesome.
Ever since starting our magazine, we've become a part of everything in the community. I mean, there's not an event that goes on that we don't know about, that we're not invited to. People come to us as a source of knowledge, even just personally. On Facebook, I get messages all the time. Hey, Tiffany, since you know everything about everything around here, who would you recommend for this or that? Or do you know anything fun going on this weekend? So it's been really a fun role to play that community connector, where we get to give out our knowledge to everyone else, but then we also get included in things. We're invited to everything. We're at all the ribbon cuttings. We know about all the new businesses that are opening up, and we're really ingrained in that business community. Those were not people that I really knew before, and now some of our closest friends are other business owners.
You really do become the unofficial town mayor. By nature of what we do, we meet with a lot of business owners on a weekly basis. So it's almost difficult for me to walk through the downtown area and hey, I know him, and hey, how's it going? But you just become a part of it. And then as you're walking by, hey, Jake, did you hear about so-and-so? And people send us and give us ideas all the time, and it's just really cool to kind of be in the center of everything.
Yeah, the unofficial town mayor thing is pretty funny. People always tell me I'm the mayor of the town, and I don't know if the actual mayor would agree with that, but he does call me all the time and keep me in the loop on things. So that has been really a fun piece of this. When I started with City Lifestyle, I did not have a ton of experience. I did a little bit of sales for my mommy blog, and I was a guidance counselor. So I was nervous coming to training, and my fears were put at ease immediately. We were given a process to follow, and I am a rule follower, so I followed that. And we had amazing trainers who were with us every step of the way. I had a coach who literally called me every day, talked me through my meetings until I launched my magazine. So I really went from zero to fully trained super quick and was able to follow the process and get this magazine launched within 2 months.
I came from a sales and marketing background, but never really did direct sales myself. So the playbook that City Lifestyle provided was incredible. I mean, there really wasn't a lot of gray area. You knew exactly what you needed to do and how. It was just a matter of executing it. And we're both hard workers, and we literally took the plan and executed it. And it's literally worked to perfection, and we couldn't be happier with the results. Well, what's really nice about the franchise model is that everything's figured out for you. You're not recreating the wheel. You already have the wheel, you just got to pop it onto your car and get going. So, you're told exactly which businesses to target, which areas, what to look at, who to call, what to say in that conversation. You're fully trained on the sales meeting, how to represent and sell the product properly. So there's very little unknowns. You're obviously going to learn as you go through your market, but the big things, by the time you leave training, they're pretty well covered.
I was attracted to a franchise model because I didn't have previous publishing experience. So if I tried to start a magazine on my own, that would have been a really rough start, and I'm sure would have never gotten off the ground. I walked into a system that had already been perfected. We're in 115 markets across the country, and those markets were similar to my community. So I knew that if they could be successful there, I could be successful where I was. And I had a whole playbook. I already had the printing set up, the shipping. We have designers on staff. So everything was made super simple for me to be able to apply all of that knowledge to my community and very quickly get my magazine off the ground.
And really the biggest thing about the franchise model is there's no way that we could publish a magazine of this caliber on our own. There's no way that we could do it profitably. The biggest thing, with the team and a system and a support in place, it allows us to put out a product that to this day, even people that have seen it for 3 years tell us how great it looks. And there's not a chance that we could do that on our own and, on this kind of scale and still be profitable. So the one piece of advice that I would give to any potential publisher is follow the playbook. It's a fantastic one. It works really well. Tiffany and I are sitting here recording this because it works so well. Don't reinvent the wheel, follow it.
If I could give a piece of advice to a new publisher, it would be to stay with the process. We give you that playbook, we give you the plan, it works. And also set aside those next 2 months of your life to really go all in. The more work you do in the beginning, the more you front load this, the quicker you're gonna see those results.